Welcome, everyone, to this edition of Hardcore Wrestling Radio's Extreme Rules Reaction Show. Guys, right off the top, the shock of the night was Seth Rollins coming back, making his return after being out for almost 6, maybe even 9 months. Sorry, my timing's not right after that really bad knee injury. But before we go on, let me introduce the crew. First, he's the son of a bitch, Andy. Andy, what's up?
Hello.
And then we have the incomparable Lance Moss, who's over at youtube.com/Lance Moss TV. Lance, what's shaking?
Nothing much. Just gonna say, WWE, well done, well done.
Yeah, you know what, guys? With the exception of the a couple of matches, it was an overall decent match, a decent pay-per-view. Um, let's start off in the beginning. Uh, Corbin, in the kickoff match, it was Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. Corbin pretty much dominated this match. He gets the win with the end of days. Andy, your thoughts?
I really don't know why they have to have kickoff matches. Why can't they just put them in the main pay-per-view? Why do they have kickoff matches?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they used to do the kickoff matches over on YouTube for free. So
They still do.
they still do. So exactly for those of you for those people who don't have the network, it's obviously saying, "Oh wow, I see it. I want to see more."
Yeah,
So
it's to entice them to buy it.
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, Lance, you're a big Baron Corbin fan. What'd you think of this match?
Actually, I'm a big fan of both these guys. And I, honestly, I wish Dolph would have gone over because I'm a little bit bigger fan of Dolph than I am Baron. But whatever.
You know, don't get me wrong. We talked about this earlier. How Ziggler, he even said straight out, it's all about the money, and you know, for him, it's a job. Baron
Yeah.
Corbin needed to get that push, and it was justified. The
Yeah.
next, well, the next match was a Tornado Tag Team match versus Anderson and Gallows against the Usos. If you ask me, this was definitely a front runner for one of the better matches of the night. Anderson Gallows got the win, and I forget the name of the fucking move. So, uh, Lance, what was your thoughts on this match?
Hectic, but in a good way, as Texas Tornadoes should be. They got the win with a suplex where you put the suplex up on a dude's shoulder and you both go sideways. I don't know what it's called, but that's the exact move you're thinking of.
Yeah. Andy, your thoughts on this match?
A Raw match, if I must be honest. Nothing any different than we haven't already seen on Raw, apart from the kind of match that it was.
I don't know. Like I said, the Tornado tag matches is decent. For me, it was a first in a long time. I actually thought, again, one of the better matches of the night. One match that really did not impress me at all was Rusev got the win for Kalisto. He's now the U.S. champion. It was meh. Nothing really impressive on this match, Andy.
No, I don't know. I was a bit disappointed, to be honest, with most of the pay-per-view. It's just we've seen the same stuff on Raw. There's nothing new.
Well, as you know, we'll get over. I'll skip over that before New Day. They defeated the Vaudevillains for the title match. And then the next match was a fatal four-way where the Miz retains the title, which it was the best match of the night. But I honestly didn't think Miz was gonna win, Lance.
No, I thought this had somebody else getting the belt written all over it. Because honestly, hate to say this, but of the four, Miz has the least amount of talent of the four. Granted, that's a lot of talent, but still.
Yeah. Now, Andy, again, probably one of the better matches of the night. But Miz retaining the title is that really necessary?
No, I think he's held it too many times, and he should give it to somebody new.
Yeah. And
And
then
that would be awesome.
now we have the Ambrose Asylum match, guys, and it was basically just a cage match with a whole bunch of weapons. There were some really nice spots. Again, it was a great match, but not probably one of the better matches. Some nice spots, especially that big flying clothesline from Dean Ambrose from the top of the cage. Andy, your thoughts? And
Interesting.
Andy, call. Anyways, Lance, over your thoughts on the match.
Am I
Uh,
working now?
yeah,
Yes,
I
you
don't know.
are working now.
I don't know what I did, but yeah, to me, it was the most entertaining match on the card.
I have to agree.
Yeah,
Especially when it's called Extreme Rules.
Yeah, and again, this is usually when we very rarely see all these specialty matches. So, and that's probably why Extreme Rules is probably one of my more favorite pay-per-views. Um, Charlotte got the win with the submission match, but here's the kicker, guys, and this is where I have to ask a question. Brooks comes down in Ric Flair outfits, and obviously, one of the stipulations if Ric Flair had anything to do with the match, Charlotte would be forced to forfeit the title. Now, she did get the win with the submission match, but again, Ric Flair, you got to understand that Ric Flair had a hand in this in Indy. So, are we going to see her forfeit the title tomorrow night on Raw?
No, no. There'll be some way that she won't forfeit, but she should do.
Lance, over to you. Your thoughts?
Probably not. Honestly, what I thought was going to happen, because we all know why we call Charles Robinson Little Nate. When I saw that kind of a shorter person in the robe with the wig, I could have sworn there was going to be some angle where Nate, where Ric Flair paid Charles Robinson to go do the whole Little Nate gimmick, and just to throw her off. But whatever.
Well, I think they did that obviously to start some kind of a feud between the two because I didn't really see Natalya winning the title, so
No.
that's obviously her next feud is going to be with Dana Brooke. And then we come to the main event match, and I have to say this was one of the better probably the best match of the night. Again, another front runner. The match went in and out of the ring, even all the way around the arena. Some lot of great, nice spots. Eventually, Anderson Gallows would come down, followed by the Usos. They all had a hand in the match. Both did a couple of saves. Both sides saved. Usos saved Reigns a couple of times, as well as Luke and Gallows. Gallows and Anderson. Fuck, excuse me, I'm a little stoned tonight. And eventually, Reigns gets the win as he countered the phenomenal forearm with a spear. But what happens again after the match was the shock of the night, without a doubt, was Seth Rollins returns. And Andy, I don't know about you, but I was marking the fuck out.
No, I said to Lance when you went have a station break. Unfortunately, Roman Reigns is going to get pushed to mid card again.
Lance, over to you. Your thoughts about Seth Rollins returning?
Well, I don't see him because we all know how big Vince is on Roman right now. I don't think he'd be pushed to mid card. What I think this is leading up to is like I think it was either Cole or JBL said Seth Rollins never officially lost the title, so I'm predicting at Money in the Bank, Roman versus uh,
Seth Rollins?
Seth Rollins. Then they beat the hell out of each other, gain a little bit of respect because what I've been hearing, they want to do Club versus Shield.
You know, we've been
That's
hearing a
what
lot.
I'm hearing.
Well, we've been hearing again a lot of rumors about about the the Bullet Club or the Balor Club, where Finn Balor was supposed to come up. We've heard rumors about how Gallows and Anderson keep on churning on AJ. So many rumors, and we really don't know. But I think again, before any of that happens, we have to see Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns for a title shot.
Yeah.
Guys, overall, I'd have to give this maybe an 8 out of 10 matches. 8 out of a 10 rating. Again, I'm fucking up all night. The best matches again, the Fatal 4-Way, the Texas Tornado match, and of course, the main event. Andy, over to you.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And the only match that really floated me boat was Ambrose and Y2J.
Lance, over to you. Your thoughts.
I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10 personally, and because, like I said, really enjoyable. Had a shocking return at the very end, and well, I guess best match or most favorite match, what the hell ever. I gotta go with the Asylum match.
Well, guys, with that, it's going to wrap up this edition of Hardcore Wrestling Radio's Extreme Rules review. Please, if you want to check us out, head on over to youtube.com/HWR show. And if you want to join in the conversation, we have a no holds barred chat group over on facebook.com. And the chat group name is HWR Chat Room. I am your hardcore host. And as always, I'd love to thank the hardcore crew. First, he's the son of a bitch, Andy. Andy, where can everybody find you? What do you got going on?
Yeah, you can find me at www.stokehaunted.com. We've got quite a bit coming up over the next week or two, but I've just posted something in the chat room. If you watch the WWE cartoon camp series, just go and feast your eyes on the meme that's in there to do with Triple H. I think you'll have a giggle.
Yeah, real quick, no, I hate that cartoon. Tried to watch it once, couldn't all get it all the way through it. Lance, you're over at youtube.com/LanceMustTV. What do you got going on over at Lance Must TV?
I got album reviews, NASCAR discussion videos, redneck gourmet cooking videos, musical equipment reviews, some rants. I got a album review series, and check me out every Wednesday night. I go live on Lance Moss TV and Friends. Working on setting up times and stuff for Andy to come on and talk about some paranormal stuff. I hadn't quite got that all when I want to do that and everything, but it is coming in the future. So hit subscribe if you hadn't, and well, hit me up on Twitter. It's at Lance Moss TV.
And for the hardcore crew, I am your hardcore host, Rick Head, saying we'll see you when we see you.